All right, before we start, did you guys get bored or excited over my awesome Lego TikTok timer?
Look, I can tell you probably spent a lot of time on it, and you're probably very proud of it. So,
No, I stole it online from someone else.
oh, okay.
I cringe every time I see it, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, you ain't the only one. The amount of like off-air conversations we have on how frustrated people hate it just makes me want to keep it that much more. I absolutely love it. All right, we're on fire already. Tiff, Kat on the go. Oh, and we have some royalty already creeping in. Gabby, how are you? New Zealand, Andy, it's all good. All right, we're rolling. Good kickstart to the evening. So Sunday night, episode 4. We can talk about episode 3, where unfortunately you guys were the first to get the Brickman tears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's just Go back to my episode. I don't think I got any tears. Just saying.
It's probably a reason.
Oh, okay. But he does, to I guess hide the credit. Every season, the first guys have always had the big, goodbye tip, and it's monumental. It's huge. You're the first ones to go. It's kind of, see you later, alligator type thing. Thanks, but goodbye. But
yeah, it very much the stakes raise so fast. You don't realize until you're building in that challenge, and then it's like you're on your way, like, you're traveling, and it's just silence on set because everyone's like, oh gosh, like, we got to do this. Like, this is an elimination. This is crunch time. It was you could feel it everywhere you went. Like, everyone was dreading it.
Yeah, it was suddenly very serious.
Isn't it like funny? Like, the first, hey, we love everyone. It's all really cool. And then you realize it's elimination that night. Okay, hotel room, we're up until 2 a.m. We do it this way. What challenge is going to be this way? You take this part of it. I'll build this. Hey, Annalise, it's like, it's so real. Like you said, as soon as that elimination one. But then it's funny. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people don't what you guys won't see it, but it just gets harder, as in pressure. Because now they've had the elimination, people realize, okay, I can't just put a couple of things together and tell you a fluff story. Okay, all right, the skill's got to come out now more than the personality almost. Mm-hmm. The personality, you can only write it so far.
Yeah.
It sucks that you guys were eliminated, but at the end of the day, everyone always remembers who was first eliminated and who wins. No one remembers anything in the middle. For you guys, if you're going to go, you either go first or last. So, well done.
I'm going to argue that I reckon Caitlin's probably known more for hooking up with Miller than getting eliminated first.
Shots fired.
Just saying. Fleur, how are you, miss? And Brent, what do you say? Bilsy playing a big time stream from the penthouse. Yes, coming to you live from the penthouse on the GC. What can I say? The bricks paid the way. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, you guys could have had a funky green screen working with the blue. I'm sure that would have been clean enough to get something happening.
Yeah, it could have, but it was like you have to do a plug-in and you have to read some stuff, and I was like, I ain't got time for this. So I was just like, yeah, not today. Maybe next time. We'll see.
I do got a comment. Like, both of you do look very gamer professional, so I like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is our gaming setup. Like, we've got the two desks facing each other, so we can stand lovingly between the monitors. But yeah, we're big time gamers.
Yeah, we've got the Nano Leaf up on the wall. But within saying that, I started doing streams at 7:30 this morning, so I haven't. I've done like 3 consecutive streams today. So I had a nap before, so it was great.
Oh, that's all that matters. That's all we need. All right, so I guess we'll talk about the 3 episodes that you're in. We'll start with you, Jeff. What was the holy shit moment? Like, oh crap, I got to I don't know how to do this, or I got to build like that, or where do I get the idea from that, or what are they building? Can I copy them? Type of thing. What was your moment you realized it was real?
It was definitely when I first realized the show was real and I had to actually do something. I think the big thing was we were sitting down. We'd had the idea for the cheese, and then it was like, okay, now how do I build a big cheese? And it's just yeah, that was the point where it was kind of like oh shit, we have to like actually do something properly here. And especially that first episode, I always find, especially in like that first episode is so overwhelming in terms of you suddenly have access to like so many bricks. It's a little bit like I want to use everything, but you have to restrict yourself, otherwise you do too much. I think we did a bit too much in the episode as well.
You know, it's going to be a thing now when you guys, go around and do your shows, or you're going to have to remake the big cheese gods or the cheeses and take a couple with you so people can get selfies and stuff with it.
It was really funny. We went to the Lego store the other day, and we've already got so many. One of the other mocks that we're going to work on is doing like a giant hot dog and a giant pizza slice, like fighting each other. And then like they're going to be about like this tall, and then we're going to like take them everywhere. It's going to be hilarious.
Sentient food market.
That's going to be your new niche.
Baby cheeses, though, you have to trademark that shit. That is gold.
Oh, as if you could, yeah. They were good.
So
what about you, Atlanta? What was your first, oh crap, we actually got to do something instead of standing here and looking good?
I think in all honesty, it was definitely, the looming like elimination. It was all kind of quite light and fun, and just like all of it it was fun, but it was very uplifting. Being able to be there, being safe for the 2 rounds. I didn't find that like very much a holy shit moment. I think it was when we got in at the start of the 3rd episode, and it was like, cool, let's not forget this is an elimination. And then you'd you go on lunch and everything, and everyone was silent. And then you'd go home at the end of the day, and it was silent. And it was like, oh no, like this is crunch time. This is it. Like it was so stressful, and it was like, yeah.
I know most people that are watching won't understand and won't get it. And it's going to be your number one question. Did you really do it for 12 hours? It's going to come up. It still comes up now when me and Bill hang out. And you go back and look now, and obviously you get your brief, get in, start building. Where the lunch break is, because everyone's designs just kind of went. You know what I mean?
yeah. Where you've had the lunch to sit down and think for a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially like we had such a rough start to that to that build as well. Like, it was
your Stonehenge one, yeah. How many ideas did you go through?
4?
4, and all they got shot down.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, cool. Like we kept starting them, and then someone would come over and be like, no, next thing, and it'd be like, great, okay. So it was just constant.
How funny! And did that happen? Yeah, your first 2 builds as well at all? Like, did he not so much get told to change, or did they get lean? Oh, I don't think you should do this. Maybe look at this point of view, or
we got a lot of flack at the beginning of the second build for building in black. Because they were like, you're going to lose all your detail, it's not a thing. But I think it paid off in the end with the pink explosion.
Yeah, we did get a lot of flack, didn't we, Bilsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I remember this.
And the only reason why I do that now to a lot of people is because I copped it too.
Fair. And you know what? It was shocking because we'd actually gotten pulled up for it like 2-3 times filming the episode. And they didn't mention it once in the actual episode that aired. And I was like, yeah, it's because they didn't have a problem with black anymore. It was so good.
That's a good way to look at it. I like that. What did Brent say? Could have mixed it up with some very dark grey. Good on you. It's going back through obviously, now you've seen how it's come out and edited. Is there anything that, other than the black stuff, that oh man, you missed that, or why didn't they show this, or isn't it funny how they edited it this way? Like, you feel it's pretty what they put out's raw?
It's pretty representative of how the experience was. In the first episode, there was a lot of cheese puns that weren't put into the episode. Like constantly, Atlanta's a pun master, just constantly going like, "Oh, this is unbelievable! I can't bear this."
Maybe it was too cheesy for TV.
Maybe. But within saying that, the third episode, they just kept throwing them in there. And I didn't even realize, like, I completely forgot that I did, that's cute as fox. Completely forgot that I actually did that entirely. And it made it. And it was really funny because we were talking to Lego Masters Deconstructed. And they were like, how do you feel about, like, nearly getting the F-bomb in there on live national, like, on national TV? And I was like, didn't even think of it that way, but yes, I was so close. Like, I'm so excited it got in there.
Yeah, how far? I mean, I'm sure there was definitely a lot of F-bombs and stress bombs thrown around for that episode.
All the time.
Oh yeah, especially if you're in the like, I think it was it. I would swear a lot in the brick pit. I would be like, where the f- is this piece? Sorry.
Yeah.
I think
how long did it go?
You go, sorry. You go.
Yeah, how long did it take you to find out that there was a camera right above a hidden one in the brick pit?
Never knew. I never knew. So in the first episode where Anthony's like, oh, hi Atlanta, how are you? And I'm like, didn't even know it was there. I was like, there's no one here, it's fine.
Did it take you guys long to get used to the cameras in your face and the cranes around and all that kind of stuff?
It was definitely interesting. I think after the first few hours in the first bit, you get used to it. When they start bringing over all of the cameras for the multiple shots and everything, when like either Brickman or Hamish is walking up, that's when you really notice, because suddenly there's 4 cameras and the big jib in front of your table. That's when it's very noticeable. But otherwise, especially towards the end of the build, you're not focusing on the cameras at all. You're focusing on finishing whatever you've got to get done.
Yeah, you almost block it out, huh?
Yeah, when it's so funny because like you just know it because all the cameras come over and they all set up and you're like, I feel like something's about to happen. And then soon enough, like someone will walk in and you're like, oh, surprise! So good.
Can I ask, what, completely unrelated, but was the Brick of Doom effects as annoying in studio as they are on TV?
Yeah, especially the first day when we had to do like multiple versions of like however many intros. Every time the word Brick of Doom was said, that would flash, and there wasn't the scream. They didn't do the scream in studio, thankfully, but it was still all the flashing lights.
Yeah. Yeah,
but it was all of the lights too. Like it was all around the edges and everything. So like, especially while you're building and it's happening, it's just like, okay, no. Like I need to concentrate on what colors I have here, because every now and then they change.
Or when they get the hour corner, it goes red. You literally lose what colors on the table.
Yeah.
All right. What Flo said? Oh, there you go. Bit of a compliment for you, Atlanta. Flo. Andy, do you get given a gift bag of Lego or anything? Well, I mean, you can give yourself, if you fill your pockets up, you can give yourself.
I think I've got like all of our Lego that we have like purchased out there, but I guess like we bought actually a lot of Lego when we were in Melbourne. We bought Diagon Alley, and we had to figure out how to get it home. I think was the most chaotic thing, but not necessarily. It's more of just the adventure. It's more the people are a gift, Well,
no, let's talk about gifts for a minute. So, and I still don't know how we got it. You know the awesome little hammer you get in the clear plastic toolbox?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, on the desk. Bill's got one, and I still don't know how.
How did you get one?
Yeah, from the show, and I don't know how.
I can't comment.
Did you break on the set? Just.
No.
Yeah, I'm like. And you can't find them because they're actually really good for tiles. You can't find them.
No.
And it's like,
wow.
You would all know the person very well that helped me obtain it. So, but, no comment.
Let's just start rumors.
I know that because those are great to use, but I'm pretty sure they annoyed the sound guys to no hell because they make a racket when you use them.
Yeah.
But they are good.
I think that was one of the there was so much, but I just remember I think it was the smashing challenge. Completely come back from lunch, didn't even think of it. Oh my goodness, didn't even think of it. Had my phone in my back pocket, and we were just chilling out, and I was just like standing there, and I just went to put my hands in my pockets, and I was like, oh no, this shouldn't be here. And I was like, please be on silent. And I just stood there and was just like, just please, for the love of God, do not go off. So yeah, that was a great moment.
It's funny, something almost similar that they stuffed up with. They got angry at me. So I think it was only the first episode, because obviously it's a bit dimmer and darker in that room, and my eyes go funny in the dark. And I wasn't wearing glasses as often back then, but you go back and look at the edits and the cuts: glasses, no glasses, glasses, no glasses.
Jeff doesn't
I
wear
did that a
glasses.
couple times. I would walk
All
on
the
the set
time.
without my glasses, and I'd be like, "Shit, hang on."
Yeah, Sarah,
Yeah,
you rebel.
Oh yeah. I think I turned to Sarah or someone who was behind me, and I was like, "Oh no." But yeah, Jeff doesn't wear glasses all the time. It's mostly just
Yeah.
computer work.
Yeah, same. But
Yeah.
you know,
Here
it's
in
the
close
whole.
up.
It's the continuity.
Mhm.
Has to be all about the continuity.
Yep.
It's a big word I now use for everything, especially with all of my streamers. Everything is continuity. Yeah.
It's continuity, and was Mark the main producer?
No, not this year.
The one that runs around and tells everyone what to do and where to stand.
No. We had
okay.
oh my goodness, I can't remember his name. He's new for this season though.
Shorty?
Oh, okay.
Shorty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Had a-
Because we
had a
talked
funny
to Trent
story.
and Josh about it. And they're like, nope, different person. And we're like, oh yeah.
There you go. Yes, I backed your phone conspiracy theory.
Yep.
Hey, Cameron.
How good.
That was a long day, because the Smashing episode, like, they had to be super careful when in between the judging and putting them onto the actual bowling alley, because everyone built so fragilely. It took 20 minutes just to move them to the ground because everything was so fragile. They had to move them so damn slowly.
Yeah, I can imagine that'd be It's the little bits like that don't really matter that takes up obviously all the time, and then make sure you're standing in that right. Or yeah, I get it. All right, let's talk tonight's episode. It looks a little interesting. It looks we got two episodes technically into one. And from what we can see from the promos, the first one is obviously some sort of animal type challenge, and then going into the rocket, the rocket going to Mars, I think they called it. Mars, and I can't remember the official name of it. Doesn't really
I'm not
matter.
sure how much has been put in the trailers, so
Yeah, from the trailers, it looks like I think the first, like, one of them's the combination of the two animals, which it should be interesting because you could end up with some very interesting creations out of the combining the two animals.
I'm going to put it out there because there's definitely there's actually a photo on Instagram. You can see the two animal Wheel of Fortune, whirlybird things that they can pick.
yeah.
And I had a giggle to myself. What if you got something and a peacock, and they've got to split the words obviously. So what if you got shark cock or like pig cock, or just saying, I'm sure they wouldn't let that through. They'd make you use the P first, but
Yeah, I don't think you'd get away with that somehow in this time slot. Maybe on Lego Masters Up Late.
The good old P arc. Gotta love me a P arc.
Yeah, the spin-off coming later this year, Lego Masters Up Late, then you can do it, but...
Yeah.
How
Lego
about we just
Masters
host
After
it?
Dark.
It could just be us four, and then we'll get, a few other guys in as surprise guests.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, David and Gus would be down for it.
Obviously, hindsight's, awesome to have. If you were to change your builds, not the actual, or even if it was a complete idea, or would you add, or you ever look back and go, oh man, I can't believe I didn't,
Well, if we stuck with Home Stonehenge, the big thing that I would change is because we didn't know how much bloody snow there was going to be. So even if we just made some changes as we'd just elevated a couple of things, made some crevices for the snow to fall into, not put as much detail on the ground. Basically.
Raise everything would have been good, but we didn't know.
We didn't know.
No, and it's funny you say that because there was someone on Twitter or somewhere put it behind the scenes. Look at me Instagram, so it could be Lego Masters Instagram. Someone put it behind the scenes of doing the snow globe, this is what we tested out first. And one of them I noticed actually was a constant spin like this, and none of the actual snow settled.
Ah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So for you guys, that would have been
That'd been great.
Perfectly, yeah.
Yeah. BFab, what do you got? I'm trying to watch the full Lego Master Race S3. My VPN's giving me that sucks. You only get the YouTube clips, yeah.
But
I'm
hey,
sure
here
there's-
you go, Jason. Hey guys.
got all the good YouTubers in now. It's going quiet.
My goodness. Hello, everyone.
It is good. Okay, big question. If you were to get to the finale and open-ended, 24-hour build, as much bricks as you want, just talk about what you would build?
We did have an idea, and it is going down. I think it was actually, oh no, it was a couple weeks after we got eliminated. We were just talking about it, and it was like, if by any miracle we had gotten there, it would have been something along the lines of a cityscape, but with sentient food items having Godzilla battles, like Godzilla versus Kong, but like it's a slice of pizza versus a hot dog, and there's a flying donut attacking whatever.
That would be cool. Imagine the hardcore detail you'd need to get to the finale into that though. Like your pizza couldn't be just a couple of plates with some topping. It'd have to.
No,
be,
it'd have to look like an actual
it'd
pizza.
be gigantic. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like a giant pizza. Yeah, but like that was one of the weird ideas we had.
You know what? I mean, this is just kind of sideways cheating. You could almost go and maxi fig, the CMF, so the pizza guy, the hot dog guy, and just shake it up and add your own twist to it. It's a way to get around.
We were at the Lego store the other day, and I was looking at. They did have the guy in the hot dog suit, and I was like, I was like, interesting.
Who's got one? Rick James. Go and nick his. Rick James has a. Rick James has a.
He does. He has one of the huge ones. Yeah.
He's going to take his, and then grab the Woody.
In Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm on it.
Tonight's episode, we're about 8 minutes away now. Who is your prediction or gut feeling as to who we may lose tonight, and who do you think will take out season 3?
It's an elimination, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I get emotional. It makes me really sad. I love all of these people so much.
So who's your bottom two then? You don't have to pick one. Who do you think?
Gosh, these are my babies.
It's so hard to say. I mean, because it's like especially if you base it on that last episode, all of the builds were like there wasn't just a straight up bad build in that episode. So it's so hard to tell. I mean, I wouldn't be able to. I have no
So who's
idea.
going to take out the season then?
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm tossing up between David and Gus and Owen and Scotty.
Okay. I think they're favorites. Yeah.
I love Sarah and Fleur, and I would love to see some women bring it home. But after that Fox in the third challenge, there's some tight competition. And I think David and Gus are definitely the team to beat.
Yeah.
Really?
And then I love Anthony Jess. Anthony's pure love of Lego is intoxicating. Like, that kid lives and breathes Lego, and just talking to him for 5 minutes, he can make anybody fall in love with Lego. It's ridiculous.
Did you know that Anthony works
with Bill?
I work with Anthony.
I did not know that. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Love him so much.
Oh man, you should have shit talked him. That would have been even better.
No, he's our baby. It was really funny. We did our interview the other day, and I'm like, I kind of mama ducked him a little bit, and he called me last night, and he's gone, "Hey, Mama Duck," and I'm like, crap. He saw it.
That's funny.
He's good.
You mama ducked him. If you guys had the choice for going back to the snow globe as a winner, who was your favorite personally?
The Fox, David and Gus. Yeah.
Okay.
The Fox was really, really good.
I think my thing is they pulled that off in one of the shorter frame time builds. Like shorter time frame builds, they managed to pull something that looked that good off. Like, it still had its problems. Like, there's a couple things out of scale, but like, just the main front of it was still phenomenal.
Oh, the ears were stunning.
you know what you know the problem with that is now, and even same with you guys. Once you build good, next week has to be better. Next week after that's got to be great, and then you go great. You know, it's just you can't.
You got to keep raising the bar.
No room for error. Yeah.
And that's where I love, you know, look at the reindeer and Santa. Like that was insane. The story, just the style, it all set up really well.
The reindeer, you didn't really get to see it really closely, but the detail was so good on it. Oh my goodness.
And they had one of my other favorite details is the Santa's doing a shuckers. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, I think all of us tried to include a shuckers into our builds as much as we could.
I think out of everybody, he at the moment for me, he's going to be the, you know, everyone's going to remember Scotty after the show.
He's such a chill dude. He's always just he's fantastic. Love him.
What's Kat say? I hope the Doomsday brick is no more. It's annoying. You know that's going to hang around. It's shit. We all agreed that last.
It's going to hang around. It's Gavin Ryan's they're going to win a challenge to get rid of it.
Yeah.
The absolute nerves when there's like, oh, there's a brick of doom and we had to pick that bag. That like your heart sink. It was real.
Especially not knowing what it was.
No, we had no and then they like. To be fair, like yes, it's a small punishment, but it still sits on your mind. But before they told us it was just 5 minutes, it was like, oh god, what is it?
I don't think 5 minutes is anywhere near as bad as the stupid sound effects and lighting. I think that's more punishment than the 5 minutes.
We've been told to stay tuned. There we go.
Fingers crossed.
There we go. I like that.
I would beat Gabby.
No shade to the Americans, but again, the Australian builders are so talented. The Americans need so much harder. Yeah, like we talked to Iceberg Mal, that was one of the contestants on the one, and he pretty much told us, you know, the builds were really good, but they turned it into the
it's theatrical.
I tried watching the American version. It was just too reality TV.
Yeah, they what's his name? The main Will Arnett. They made it the Will Arnett show, not the Lego Masters show. Yeah.
Yeah, his humor just seemed very forced and scripted, whereas, you know, Hamish is very quick-witted, but Will Arnett's just seemed very forced. It was the Will Arnett show, a little bit of Lego. Or the American version.
That's unfortunate.
But anyway, we're 3 minutes away from tonight's episode, so I think everyone's pumped to see it. For those in the chat, make sure you watch closely, because for a little second you do get to see this guy appear briefly. So remember the old days?
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, keep your eye out. So first week it was the chicken to watch for. Last week it was something else I can't remember. And this week it's this animal over here. So.
No, the animal. No, last week was the chicken. First week was something else.
Something else.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. What can I say? I got my 5 minutes of fame. It doesn't matter, mate. As long as someone remembers me somewhere, even if it is for hanging out with my buddy Kale, it's all good. So once again, like everyone, good luck for those that are watching at the moment, are in our chat. I've seen a few of the guys popping in and out, and Atlanta and Jeff, thanks massively for coming on and having the chat. Yeah. And I guarantee we'll get you back on the stream, because we have guests that we know we don't want to talk to again. We won't tell them, but then we have guests that we like to, and you guys have kept a good conversation, so I'm sure we'll.
Awesome.
And if not, we'll catch up at a Lego show in the near future for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Now that we can do them again. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hey, we don't live in Perth, so what's up, Dave and G?
Oh, there's a wound and you've just rubbed some salt into it. Oh my goodness.
And on that note, we'll see everyone else later. Go and follow the guys on Instagram. Very easy to find. Look for the big yellow goofy profile photos, and enjoy the show tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good luck, everyone.